Okay.
Info.
Alrighty then. What's going on, guys? Repeat here. Yeah, this is the brand new 2019-2020 season of the NNR Truck Series. We're going to kick it off tonight live from Daytona. Usually on Thursday nights, I'm with the one and only HD Motorsports on his YouTube stream, but tonight I'm going to be joined by none other than Knights. Knights is the Cup driver in the number 12 Menards car. He's going to be kicking his season off on Thursday night. Knights, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. Just waiting on the stream to kick off. And yeah, once they get loaded in, I'm going to go ahead and click us over. I'll let you know, and let's take a look. So they got 23 cars on track tonight. They got a roster of about 30 cars, which isn't bad for trucks at all. Brand new. This will be the first full season under NNR. Looking forward to a lot of things, a lot of new faces, a lot of new memories, a lot of fast laps in these trucks. And on Tuesday nights, I'm going to go ahead and set up the Xfinity series as well. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, looks like they are at the loading screen, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the invite from Carol. All right, come on, connect. All right, so yeah, they're gonna go ahead and pick up a pace lap. During that pace lap, anybody that was not able to qualify will fall to the back. The way that NNR does things, if you're new to them, is they actually they run, and that did not work. I gotta try another invite. I'm not getting the what you call it? What the? Come on. It's not giving me the option to actually watch the stream. Hold on. It might be I might have to plug in my wheel. Give me 1 second. I shouldn't have to. I should just be able to do it right from my controller. But let's try this.
Yeah, as I'm loaded in, you want me to send you an invite to it?
Give me 1 second. Let's see if this works. Yep, that worked. Go figure. So my wheel wasn't even connected, but I had to use it in order to watch the race. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to get in here. And they looks like they are still on their pace lap. Carol looks like he's dropping to the back. Carol is the new series owner for the trucks. Dewman has moved up to the Xfinity series. And the one and only Coey has taken over, or has retained the Cup Series. So I'm going to double check my stream here, and looks like my stream is up. So if anybody that checks out the stream, feel free to leave any messages in chat. We can definitely talk about it. Any shout outs, go ahead and make them. We are there, and like, are we green?
Yeah, we went green, and
we are. Holy crap, we are green. I talked right through it.
Hey, pole sitter was J.R. Horn, and he's got himself out front and try to lead this trainer out here early.
You should have just interrupted me. That would have been perfect. All right, now let me get back to yeah. I'm gonna have to get over to this other bit here and get this situated. Learning curve, guys. Sorry about that. I did not realize that my controller would not allow me to actually navigate my way through the pack. But as you can see, they are cruising. I'm going to go ahead and things up a little bit.
Oh, we've got the four of Memphis Phoenix in the wall already. He got it straightened back up. He's back going, but he got the wall. He's toward the back of the field now.
Yep. him all the way in the back. And as soon as I hit the one of the buttons to get over to another camera, it actually brought me right to the 88 of Watt Racing, and I'm kind of glad that it did. Watt is your defending 2000, I guess 17-18 Truck Series champion. It was actually really cool. About 2 weeks ago, the one and only Kenny Wallace sent a message over to NNR congratulating all the series champions. You had Watt Racing in the trucks. You had Forrest Smith, aka BNR Smitty. Or also, no, I'm not going to say aka. That's cussing around here. But yeah, Forrest Smitty in the Xfinity, and the one and only Aviator, Elia White, in Cup Series. So again, congrats from me too. Let's keep making our way through the field. Not much up front has changed. It's still Horn leading with the looks like the one truck of God Power, and the 88 of Watt right there sitting in third. Pack's kind of getting strung out nights. It looks like the first 9 or 10 trucks are all nose to tail, and after that they're double wide.
Yeah, got a 9-car lead draft here, maybe 8 here in a minute. Looks like that white car there white truck there off the back may be losing the draft. But yeah, I mean, Horn's one of the best drivers there is at restrictor plate racing, so these guys may have figured out, hey, he was fast, he got the pole, let's just ride here. You know, we do have the stages in all 3 series this year, so maybe these guys are just like, you know what, let's ride here and let's just see if we can just log some of these laps early, and that's what they're doing. I mean, the top 8, 9 trucks pulling away, and then you look behind them and they're double file, and as we say that, we get a couple of trucks here up on the outside in the lead pack here, so it looks like they're not wanting to wait too patiently too long.
Yeah, I see the 645 truck on the outside of Dooman was actually the first one to pop out there, and it kind of left the the 96 there on the outside. Let's see if I can't get back over to him. That's the gold truck on the outside there. No, it's a 69 truck. Yeah, definitely might have to change the settings on your nights. Here's the 87 of Ingalls. He's pretty thick in this front pack as well. I definitely appreciate y'all checking out the stream tonight. Please, by all means, stream for the trucks. For the truck races on Sunday nights. Usually we're going to try to start at 9 o'clock. Tonight we got started a little bit late. You know, some new things, new people. First race of the 2020 season. So yeah, got to kind of make room for error a little bit. And then on Tuesday nights, I'll be broadcasting the Xfinity races as well. And yeah. So please go ahead and like and subscribe and smash that notifications button so every time I go live, you keep working my way through the field here, kind of get back up towards the front pack.
Yeah, up at the front, looked like the 88 of Watt Racing there. You got the one of God Power out of the way there a little bit, or up the hill, and is taking over the second position. And now he's looking to try to get up underneath JR Horn, and that is going to be a battle for the lead.
Yep, that is absolutely battle for the lead. Horn is no stranger to the outside. He would actually prefer to lead a train around the outside than run single file on the bottom. He loves to hold it high, wide, and handsome, as the old Harry Gant saying goes. So let's see if he can find any takers. They know he's fast. He's pretty solid on that wheel.
Yeah, well, I can tell you right now, the 5th truck in line on the inside, that's God Power in the one truck. He's a regular in the series. He's going to drive a couple of races here in the truck series, like some of us can. I'm going to do some of that myself this year. But he did tell us pre-race, he said, watch for it late in the race. He said there's going to be a bunch of guys going to try to get that high line working late in the race. So they're on the bottom now. You may not see them that way the whole night.
Yeah, probably, just like you said earlier, on the bottom now, just logging laps. Kind of keep away from the big one. Let this keep going. But no, these guys all single filed out. They've definitely gained a lot of time. Has a little bit of contact between Horn and the 45, but they were able to sort it back out amongst themselves. Nobody lost the draft. They're still hugging that yellow line and motivating as looks like they're going to try to take it too wide now.
Yeah, and if I was in this lead pack, I'd look behind me and say, hey, we got 8 trucks up here. It's early. I would just get in the line and I would ride, because they've got at least 3 to 4 seconds, if not more, on that second group back there. I mean, if like I said, I'd just ride right now if it was me. But start of the season, brand new season, first race of the year. Maybe there's a little bit of anxiousness there for some guys. Some guys are new, some guys are returning. Everybody's wanting to show what they've got here in NNR. So they
Yeah.
may not stay single file.
Yeah, that you actually bring up a really good point. New guys, new places, and just like anyone that's been around for a little bit or may have watched some of the past streams. This series and the Xfinity series is where the Cup guys choose from for people to move up. Usually they wait, 5 to 10 races, see if you get any wins under your belt, see if you're one of the most dominant, make sure you can hold the line, you've got a good connection, and if you can prove yourself early and something opens up, you may have a chance moving to the Cup series.
Yeah, I mean, you never know when a seat's going to open up in the Cup Series. I mean, this year maybe a little bit more tougher just because the guys we've got up in Cup seem like they're going to be dedicated, ready to run. But you never know what happens. Somebody may have something come up with a job. You might not be able to run consistently every week. So something good come open. But, even if that doesn't happen, the Xfinity Series could possibly open up a bunch of cars. So these guys down here in the Truck Series, that they put a good showing here the first quarter of the season. They may get that call up and say, you know what, come on up. You're going to run some Xfinity races. So, I mean, you never know. You always need to do your best when it comes to this league because it is so tough to move up. Once you get into the Cup Series, it's by far the hardest thing that you could ever race in. I've raced in many leagues myself. I've won in many leagues myself. I was a rookie last year in NNR. I made the final 8, but I did not win a race last year. I did not win a pole last year. It is extremely difficult in this league. So if you can get into this league, you're privileged to be here.
Yeah, I remember watching the draft that was held, and the owner of the truck, well, the now owner of the Truck Series actually picked you, and that's Carroll, and he had a lot of good things to say about you, and thought you'd be great for it. He wasn't kidding. Like you said, you didn't win, you didn't get any polls, but you were consistent. That's why you ended up in that top 8, and you had a lot of respect, especially the respect of one HD Motorsports, who decided to tab you in the pro league. So congrats on that. Also, by the way, runner up on a great season.
Yeah, that was such an honor. It really was, to have somebody like HD who I didn't even hardly know. The only reason I knew him is because we was calling races, for Xfinity and trucks, and I got to know him. And he was when he got tapped for the pro league, he was like, you know what? He's like, I have to have you, and it was such a privilege. I told him it was such an honor and a privilege. Which is why I'm glad I'm doing this with you now, because this is where I started out with the broadcasting, was with HD Motorsports, and he is so good at what he does. So being here with you, it's a privilege to be here with you. It's a privilege to listen to you be with him, and you all call our races, and I'm part of this team with you, and see if we can do just half the job that you and him do on Thursday nights.
No, I definitely appreciate it. Knights, I've known you a long time, raced with you a lot, for a long time, in other places that we won't talk about right now. But yeah, no, it's I was glad when Carol said that you'd be interested in doing this with me. I tell you what, as we're talking about all this, a second pack has actually caught up to this low running pack on the high side. They're going to try to take him over. It looks like it's all being led by that 69 truck, and I'm going to see if I can't get over to him. It's not let's see, it's not Serving Cone. Who am I looking for here? Who's in that 69? Let's see. Damn, they are moving on that high side, right in front of the 45. Then they got the 9 in tow. 9 is Carroll. Yeah, they are cruising around. Come on. Give me what I want.
69
I was going to say
Burns.
Rowdy Burns. That yeah, I should have remembered that from practice last night. Thank you. I was going to say before that that single line that they had earlier, if they were able to continue that and get away from that second pack, it would have also made it easier for them to get in and off of pit road. Less traffic, less congestion, maybe less of a chance of getting rear-ended and getting forced down pit road, black flag issues, and all that. But no, now they are back to double wide racing, and yeah, Rowdy Birds is really pulling that 45 right along, and the 9 of Carroll is making no issue of pushing that 45 hard.
No, he just looks like he's trying to ride there as best as he can. As they go
we're going to go 3 wide,
now.
Knights. We're going to take it 3 wide. Can we keep it? Can they keep it?
They're doing
got
the
9 of Carroll on the outside
there.
of the 69. And it looks like you got the 1 car. And they did make it. That right there, guys, that is a testament to these drivers. Most of these people, besides a couple of practice runs and whatnot, have never really raced. But yet they were able to hold it 3 wide at the narrowest of the super speedways. We know Daytona is not like what it used to be back on like NASCAR 09 and whatnot, where you can run 3 wide without any kind of issues. Here it's a bit narrower. Some are on wheels, some are on controllers, some are better at holding lines than others. But look at this, double wide for 2 laps now. Doing great, Knights.
They are, and look at that. I mean, that high side's rolling. God Power said it was going to get rolling in this race, and here goes Carroll trying to get to the lead.
Yep, Carroll, I tell you what, he's had a resurgence since last year. Last year, he really struggled in that 48 car in the Cup Series, but as soon as Heat 4 came out, it's like a light switched, and he has been all about it. He's been up front, leading, winning practice races. I mean, some of the hardest tracks, like Darlington. Oh, we got the 69 hard on the wall.
Yeah, he got into the wall. There's 64 in front of him. He got into the wall coming off of the turn there, and it was just a little chain reaction thing. Good job. They got it all straightened out there, but could be curious to see if them two got any kind of damage right there. They've backed off this lead pack now. They're together. So see if they can draft their way back up here.
Yeah, I'm sure that 69's got to have some kind of damage. And as I listen to a little bit of team comms, it sounds like some people are actually they've already got their gas light has come up. But as I check out Carroll's stream, his light has not come up. Leading, he's doing about 190 going into the turn. So yeah, he's moving right along. And just as I say that, as he's coming out of 3 and 4, his gas light actually just came on, so he's probably going to take another lap or 2, and then we'll see some green flag pit stops. Hopefully, green flag pit stops.
Yeah, and here's where if you're in this lead pack, you don't want to get a black flag, but you don't want to run over somebody either. So it's going to be key right here trying to get onto pit road. I mean, these guys, they really need to get single file right here, but the way they're racing, there's just no way they're going to get single file. Because you can't really check up. As soon as you check up to try to get single file, you're going to run somebody over right now. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The 88 needs to, kind of let the 2 of Dooman know that, hey, I've got to pit. I can't do it from. Or the guys on the outside are going to have to pit. We need to back it off and let these guys in, or something, because it's not going to work 2 and 3 wide.
They kind of lost a few trucks right there. The 98 got into the wall and collected another car with him right there. They both kept going, but as we got God Power muscled his way underneath Ingles. Oh my!
Yeah.
And here comes Watt down. I thought Watt was coming down pit road there, but no. Whew.
Nope.
We may be at a stage here.
The 9 car's going to be dropping like a rock. He is out of fuel.
Okay, so I believe we had the stage in there.
Oh, is that what there was? Okay.
So we had.
I appreciate it.
So we had stage number 1 right there. And you know what? Since you're right here, we do have God Power here still in our party here, and he is out here racing tonight. God Power, you can be our little in-race reporter here in between stages. How was that racing out there tonight? Ten-4.
All All right, and what we're hearing is that basically we're in between stages. So yeah, y'all that are checking out the stream, by all means, let us know. What have you thought so far? Any early favorites? Do you have anybody special that you're watching for? Any friends, husbands, boyfriends, monkeys, uncles? Anything? But yeah, the way that restarts work in NNR is they'll take a pace lap here. You definitely don't want to be that guy in the back that goes full bore, running the person in front of you over. But yeah, so they're going to take a pace lap. They're going to line it back up. Everybody's coming off their pits now. They've got their tire pressure set. They've got tape. They've got wedge. They've done everything that they could possibly do, and they're going to get ready to take it back green here in about a lap. Let's see.
I think we got our first casualty of the race, Pete. The 86.
Yeah,
truck,
I saw somebody lag out.
Pit road there. Yep. I think we got an engine failure here. First engine failure of the season. 86. Let's see if we can get a. That is Killer 78.
Okay. Yeah. I saw when he was coming around on the high side, he kind of lagged out. I don't know if he was someone that was caught up in that little in one of those real small scuffles. He got put in the wall or what. But yeah, very unfortunate. But I'm gonna try to get the camera back up to the lead car, and I think the lead car is the one.
Yeah, that'd be our in-race reporter, Godpower. We had little technical issues there with him there. We'll try to get him after stage 2 here.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera back to Godpower. There we go.
Tell you,
Godpower.
The 54 truck, real quick, he was out front, and he dropped to the back of the field here on the pace lap, so I'm not sure what that was about.
Gotcha. Yep. All right. Here we go. Godpower's going to take the green with the 45 to his outside, and it looks like that is they're going by too damn fast. Knights, I couldn't see who was on his inside. It looks like it's the 2 of Dooman.
It is, and he's definitely to the inside now. He's going to push Godpower up the track, and he's got a train underneath him right now.
Yeah, Godpower's going to lose a ton of spots right here. But I don't think that backpack is going to allow the front to get away like what happened in the beginning of the race. Being stage 2, it's 100 laps tonight. I'm going to guess that was right around lap 25. As soon as Carroll comes around to the start-finish line, I'll double-check that for us. But, yeah, we're caution-free so far except for the stage nights.
Yep, and the 54 truck that was in the lead there to start stage 2 when they were doing the pace lap, that's the 54 of BMX Killer. He is on the apron in turn 3. I'm assuming he forgot to pit. That truck is out of fuel, and he is going to go a lot of laps down before he makes it back to pit road.
Yeah, that's if the game doesn't DNF him. Not the great start that BMX Killer was looking for, but it's the first race of a 36 race season. And speaking of the season, there's going to be a lot of changes this year now that the Cup cars can go where Xfinity only went or where trucks only went. Please go to NNR's webpage, nnrleagueracing.com or nnrleague.com, and the season is completely revamped. For example, every phase of the Cup Series, we'll just use that as the example. There's a short track, there's a super speedway or 2 mile tracks, speedway, and a road course. So if you're going to be this year's champion, you're going to have to be great or better than your competition at all kinds of tracks, and I think that was a great idea as we go too wide for 5 or 6 rows back nights.
Yeah, our playoff format is definitely different this year. Instead of 3 races per round, we have 4 races per round, and instead of finishing at Homestead or just like in real NASCAR how they finish at ISM next year, we are going old school NASCAR, and we are finishing our season at the Atlanta Motor Speedway this year. I love what Cody and all the guys have done with setting that schedule up. I don't know how big of a fan I am with going to places like Gateway in Iowa and Canadian Tire, but hey, You drive in this league, you got to do what they say. You got to run where we run, and that's what we're going to do. Is we had a truck on the outside wall. We
Oh,
got a
big
huge
wreck
wreck.
behind as the 9 car Carroll gets caught up in that. And this should bring out our first racing caution of the game. And, yep, they are
Yeah, we had the 9,
slowing up, Knights.
yeah, the 9, the 64, 51, the 4 was in that, the 98 was in that wreck. A lot of guys were in that wreck. A lot of damage to the nose of that 9 truck. That truck was very fast in that first stage, but he's got a lot of damage right now. And the way this game works, it will repair that damage, but it still doesn't run the way it did. So, I mean, that's going to be a big hit to some of these guys. We'll have to see how they're able to suck up in this draft. Now, the 51 also has a ton of damage. That's the KG Swatch machine. He's got a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, through the field here a little bit, and ended up on that 51 just before switching over to that teal blue car, Soroka. But yeah, we got everybody back together again. Hopefully, they were able to fix what they could in the pits and find out who's going to have what. No, but yeah, that 9 was really fast. He was pulling that train on the outside. We're gonna see who couldn't repair the damage, see who gets left behind, or it's you got to stay towards the front, and even then, sometimes you're not safe up there either. But here's the halfway through their pace lap, and it looks like the 88 and who's that be next to him that'll be taking the field to green here.
The 2 would do, man. But I'm going to tell you right now,
The 2.
If the outside was ever going to work, now's when it's going to work, because you got the 19 of J.R. Horn sitting there, going to start outside row 2. He loves the outside. The 88's been fast. If that 88 can get a good start right here, I think you may see that outside start a little bit.
All right, I'm going to go, and they're wrecking under caution.
Wreck. Oh, my Lord.
Wreck under pace lap. That's not good. Yeah, that's going to piss off some owners.
Yeah, that's not something you want to see.
No, that is definitely not something that you want to see at all.
We had this happen last week in our Cup practice race for Daytona. And what happened in that race is we had a guy's wheel got disconnected, and it caused a huge wreck. So I'm wondering, with the amount of people we have using wheels, if somebody's wheel got disconnected there and caused that huge wreck.
I'd like to think that's what it was, instead of somebody just pretending or not pretending, because it does actually work. Going side to side a little bit, it might have collided mid-pack, and yeah.
And what that has done, J.R. Horn was getting ready to restart 4th. He is now in the next to last row. That is not what you wanted to see.
No, 19 does not want to be all the way back there. He knows he's got a fast truck, but now the 88 of Watt Racing, he's gonna take point. He's gonna lead these guys to green, and he's got the 12 truck to his outside, the 20 right behind him, and then these that's 37 on the outside.
I'll tell you who that might have benefited, though. I'm pretty sure there was only one vehicle that was a lap down. He just got a lap back from that caution before. The 54 of BMX Killer probably just got gifted with another lap back.
Yeah, and that's kind of a strange way to get it back if that's actually the way it happened. Once Carroll's stream gets back to the actual driver's menu, I'll take a look if I can and see how they all set. But yeah, I'm sure he's trying to prepare himself on, try to maybe sneak away a little bit, or does he not want to get too big of a run to where these guys are able to draft up and try to pull right by him? But they don't want to take it 3 wide in 1 and 2. They need to settle in, get some more laps running. Speaking of laps running, they're on lap 11 of 17 in stage 2. So we're going to be taking it to the green, and we've got 6 laps to go to we start the last stage.
I can tell you right now, starting third right here, we ain't talked about him yet tonight. That is the 20, old Big Country Strike. A lot of people from our old league might know him better as Striker. He's a very, very good racer. He is a very good restrictor plate racer. If he's up here at the end of this race, he is definitely one you're going to want to watch.
Oh yeah, Striker's always been very good. Looks like that outside line did not go at all. Everybody on that inside line went, and if there was a gap, whoever was on the outside was able to fill in those holes. But yeah, the 88 watt and that is the 12, like you were just saying. He's got a good push, and there's the 20. And we're going to go single file. The only car that's on the outside, I think that was Soroka. Yep, in that teal blue turtle machine.
I can tell you that Nana Carroll, his truck ain't damaged too bad. Look at him come back up through the field.
Yeah, he's gonna try to pull those guys back up on the high side again. And right now the front 3, they've actually got a little bit of separation from the back, but you know just as well as I do, the closing rate in Heat 4 is ridiculous. That 98 is going to catch up to that third place car really quick, and if he's not lucky and doesn't back off just enough, so he doesn't actually wreck him when he hits him, as we're going to go 3 wide.
Yeah, that outside line got a huge push. They got a huge run up top. Like you said, here comes that 98 truck. He's going to try to get this lead right here. Stage points are everything. I mean, these regulars, they know if they can get that stage win, that's 10 points. First race of the year. That is huge points.
Yeah, they are absolutely huge points. Now, you mentioned earlier that someone like God Power or Ingalls, some of these other guys that aren't running necessarily for points, they're just here. They're here to collect trophies, get a little bit of seat time. But yeah, that one car, he's trying to push the 45, and it looks like the 2. No, it's not the 2. That is the 12. Back up to this lead pack, which is running 3 wide, so they shouldn't have too much of a hard time trying to catch back up.
Yeah, I think the 2 Ado man there, he kind of drop kicked Striker there a little bit, got him up on the outside, and there's that 19 of Horn. He's came all the way from the back row on this restart to 4th.
Yeah. You've got some really great drivers on this low line leading the pack around. The 88 of Watt, the 12, the 2 of Dooman, the 19 of Horn. I mean, yeah, you got some
87
great drivers
below the yellow line there. He had to give that position back up there real quick.
Yeah, I know the game doesn't give you a black flag for that, but your competitors will. They'll tell you, hey, back it up.
It normally should be a gentleman's agreement, but no, if you go below that yellow line, you better be giving that spot back up.
Yep, absolutely. Gonna kind of continue to work my way through the field as we see the back half of the field catching back up to that lead pack. Man, these guys are all over the place. As HD would like to say, it looks like a windshield wiper out here.
Yeah. I'd say they're running hard. We should be down to 1-2 laps left in this stage. You said we restarted with 6 to go, so we should be about toward the end here. And the way they're racing, this could be the last lap of the stage.
Yep, I am getting back up to the 88 as quick as I can.
I can tell you, Striker's giving Horn a huge push right now. They went from 3rd. Here they come on the outside. Horn's going to try to take this stage. He's got a huge run.
19 and the 12 touched. 20's giving the 19 a big shove. 12's not going to let go of the 88 wide either.
And I'm assuming that was not the stage in. Here they're still going.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, they are absolutely still going.
Oh, Horn got pushed up out of the way.
19 got shoved up.
Wow, what a save! That was a great save.
That was a great save. Yep, waiting on Carroll to come back around on his stream, so I can actually get a lap count, see what we got left. Yeah, we got. They're gonna take the green and white checkers next time around.
All right.
So, yep. So it looks like the 12 is going to be pretty content in pushing that 88 to stage victory. Unless the
Oh, he
12 is
just
going to
got
be
to
able to pull you
run.
outside, but that didn't
Ooh,
happen.
he tried. He had a run
Ooh, he
there.
blocked
He just
it.
could not get it. Yeah, he just could not
Yeah.
get it.
Wow. Great end to the second stage. We're going to let these guys pit again and make any adjustments that they may need and take us back green. And so if it's 100 laps, I'm assuming that the first stage was 17, second stage was 17. So we'll have a little intermission here. Grab a quick drink.
Real quick, God Power, do we got a copy there on you, bud?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, man. Hey, how's that racing out there tonight? Looks pretty wild from my view.
Crazy. There's no other words for it, just crazy. A lot of people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It really looked like there was a lot of aggression on track. Kind of seeing you towards the middle of the pack, back of the pack, up towards the front again. I'm actually seeing you right now, right in front of the 19 of J.R. Horn, to the inside of the 9 and the 2. What's your plan for the restart here?
Well, I just gotta ride and see what happens. It's a draft, so. Draft is king.
You're gonna try to get,
right?
Yeah, the draft is absolutely king. You're gonna try to get that high line going with Horn right behind you, or you've got some really great drivers right with you.
I've been trying to get the high side to work all night. Just nobody wants to go up there, so. Maybe, just maybe, one of these times when I go up there, somebody will come with me, so.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to concentrating. Like you said, these y'all are moving around pretty quick. Good luck, and yeah, we'll be watching.
All right, we got about 64 laps or 66 laps.
64
something like that.
in stage 3. Hopefully, all green flag, and see what y'all can do on your stops. All right, Knights. What do you think here, bud?
I think it's going to be some of the same that we've been seeing to start this stage here, but the closer we get to the end of this race, I think you're going to see you're going to see them ratchet it up a little bit here. I think you're going to see the intensity pick up, and we still haven't saw our big one yet. We've seen one involving about 4 or 5 trucks, but we still haven't saw that big one yet, so we'll see what happens here.
Yep. Well, we've seen the 88 up front. We've seen the 9 up front. We've seen the 19 up front. We've seen some pretty big players up front. Any early favorites as we go back to green?
Yeah, if he can get people to work with him on that high side, I think the 19 of J.R. Horn's got as good a shot at any to win this race.
Absolutely. Horn is always a favorite on any track. So yeah, you can't go wrong. I think I'm actually going to go with last year's champion. I think I'm going to go with that 88 of Watt. So we'll see how the two of these guys do as they're going down the backstretch. Looks like, who was that just took the lead from him? I'm trying to filter through. That is the 12 truck. Let me get over to him so we can kind of take a look at his perspective. 12 is Double J. Double J actually made it in. He wasn't able to qualify. He had actually missed practice or missed the driver's meeting or whatever it was. So he's actually one of the ones that had to start dead in the back, just like J.R. Horn did at the end of last stage. But here he is leading the thing.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. I mean, everybody out here's doing a good job right now. You've had a couple of trucks get up into the fence there a little bit, but for the most part, they've been able to hold on to it. And I'm going to tell you what, I stayed on Horn. I picked Horn. You asked me who I was going to pick. I stayed on Horn right here. He restarted just 2 laps ago. He restarted this stage 13th. He is now 4th car inside row, now 3rd car inside row. That 19 is moving.
Yeah, that 19 is moving, and the car that was just right behind the 12 with Double J, he I don't know if he hit that double yellow line and it shot him up or what, but that definitely left a big gap for the 19 to fill, and He had no issue with doing so.
No, no, not at all. No, Horn's making some good moves right now. Oh, we got a wreck in the back. We got a wreck in the back. That is Big Papa Bear in the 90 truck. I don't know how he got turned around, but he got turned around. And we do have a caution on the speedway.
Yes, we do. Well, not
And
bad. Not bad though.
It's not
You figure
bad.
a lot of these guys.
Well, we
Right.
haven't talked about him all night. Leading this race, I didn't even know he was leading the race. 64 Muffin is out front of this thing right now.
Yeah. Yep. Old Cup favorite Muffin. Yeah, he's back out front. It's good. Actually, great to see him back in NNR. He's definitely an asset to the league. Past series owner. So yeah.
I'll tell you what. Funny story about Muffin.
Yeah.
He was in the Cup Series last year. Not sure what happened with Muffin, but he was driving the 12 car to start the year.
Yep.
And he had some things happen. He had to leave the Cup Series, mainly just concentrated on the Xfinity Series last year. When he left that ride, that was in the middle of when we did our transition from pretty much one league name to the other. And
Yep.
at that moment is whenever I've got my car. And
Yep.
from that moment forward, I've been in that 12 car. So I hate that it happened to Muffin, but yeah, that's a cute little quick story about how I got my car in NNR.
Yeah, the car that he had before that, I think, was actually like the 57 or something like that. And I just remember the military scheme, with the big white star on the side and whatnot. And I just see a message now from Coey on the stream asking about going through some of the drivers a little bit. We could absolutely try that, Coey. I don't know a whole lot about all these guys. So, I mentioned earlier, a lot of them are very new. We've talked about Watt Racing. We've talked about Horn. We've talked about a little bit about the two of Dooman and, the one of God Power. And, Knights was just talking about Muffin. So we know a little bit about these guys, and as the season goes along, we'll absolutely pick up more and more. But yeah, it so far, two real racing cautions. One was under pay slap by kind of a fluke deal, but yeah, we'll learn more about these guys as the season goes on. But right now, Watt Racing in that 88 is going to take him back to green as he's coming through the start of the tri-oval. He's got the 20 and the 19 of Horn right behind him. Another thing, Coey, if you're still watching, the ticker along the top of the race is kind of stopped, so don't have the names readily available as I normally would. But yeah, we're heading through 1 and 2. Going to start down the back stretch and see if these guys get single filed out, knowing that this stage is quite a bit longer than the first two, or if they're going to get right back to racing again.
They look like they're doing a little bit of racing right now.
Yeah, first pack is 2x2. 10 cars, 10 cars, 5x5, or 5 rows deep. A little bit of 3 wide. One car's bumping into the wall.
Yeah, that was Striker there hitting the wall there a little bit, I believe. I'm telling you, Muffin, he's trying to make that outside work. The thing that's going to hurt him, though, is the Watt Racing. He's got that 19 of J.R. Horn tucked up underneath him. So I believe the 88's can end up clearing himself right here in a minute. Horn is he's just a great drafter. Anytime I've ever raced with Horn at a restrictor plate race, I try to race with Horn because I know if I can get with Horn, I know I'm going to try to find my way to the front.
Yeah, Horn is very, very steady on the wheel. You know that if he's behind you, he's not really going to slip up all that much, and if he commits to pushing you, you're going to be pretty safe. But yeah, these guys are not. They're relentless. They all want that lead. Excuse me.
Yeah, they definitely do. And another truck we haven't talked about all night, running third truck inside. That is the 37 of Bod Fusion. and he's going to now be second truck on the inside because Horn moved to the outside to try to make that outside work.
Yeah, gonna kind of now.
They've got a big line of trucks up there, and Watt Racing saw it. He had to go up there and try to break the draft a little bit and got back to the bottom, but it's not going to be enough because here comes Horn.
Yep, here comes Horn. He's got a big shove from that 64. Let me get over to that 64, kind of watch what he's doing as he's pushing the 19 around. Let's see. These custom, I don't know which one I'm on, unfortunately, when I'm looking back, and they've done away with the pan here. There we go.
I can tell you
the
right now,
64 is custom.
It's going to be really tough right now to get past them top 3 trucks. That is 3 guys that are good friends, 3 guys that have raced the Cup Series for years. You have Horn leading this race with Muffin in second and Stryker in third. That is 3 tough guys to try to get around right now.
Oh yeah, and we actually did a 50% practice race here last night, and if you can get that high line rolling strong, it's actually really hard for people on the bottom to pass you. But you've gotta be committed. As you see, Horn blocking 2 lanes at once. You tell you, he's got a fast truck tonight.
Yeah, the 45 there, he about caused a huge wreck right there. He came up and was trying to side draft off the side of Muffin right there, which is something you can do in this game now, and he got a little too close and door banged the side of Muffin there. I thought we was going to have a caution, but we didn't. But we've got a new player in third there. I don't know what happened to Stryker, but we've got a Cup regular, the 87 of Ingalls, who has now moved his way up third truck outside lane.
Yep, third truck outside lane. He's got the 45 to his inside, and he's being pushed there by the 12. We talked about the 12 a little bit ago. I'm going to try to work my way back through. Coey, I see your message, but unfortunately, with all these trucks saying custom, if you're under spectator mode, it's kind of hard to know who's who. But yeah, I'll get a better glimpse of the team roster that was sent out, but I'm using my phone for the chats, so I have to figure something else. Let's see. Okay. And just kind of settled here. Guy in bit about mid-pack. You got the 52 truck of Redneck Man. He's right behind the 45, and in front of the 45 is the 8 of Watt Racing. As they're going side by side, you got the 19, the 64 on the outside, 45 pushing the 88 on the inside. And yeah, they are 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, about 10 rows deep, Knights.
Yeah, 45 just give the 88 a huge shot. And before that, I was actually seeing trucks go from the bottom to the outside lane, like they were trying to get it working. But then as soon as that 44 give that 88 a shove, you had a couple more trucks go down to that bottom lane, and now you're going to see that bottom lane prevail a little bit more. So we'll see if that outside lane can get some momentum built back up.
Yeah, they are shoving. And as I listen to team comms a little bit, it sounds like there might be a little bit of lag in the lobby. That any kind of room instability usually creates some pretty big issues. I don't see it on the stream. But that's not to say that it's not there somewhere.
Yeah, and just the littlest bit of lag can really hurt a room. So hopefully they'll be able to work through it, because I mean right now we've got a good race on our hands right now. As we got the 64 Muffin, we got a huge
big wreck in the back.
Oh, yep, that might be our big one. I think that started with the 64 of Muffin. I'm not sure who else was involved in that, but it definitely was the 64
that 98
Muffin.
car is actually, the tail end of the truck is stuck on the fence. Let me see if I can actually get back to him, or if it's already been righted. I saw it on the stream. No, it looks like the game has already fixed him.
Yeah, it's rolling now. One of the vehicles involved in that wreck was our in-race reporter of God Power. He got a little bit of damage in that as well.
Yeah, let these guys repair their damage and make any additional changes. This is going to be a big break too for the 9 of Carroll. Carroll was way in the back, way off pace. I don't know if it was due to damage or what, but As I check out his stream, it seems like most of them did go ahead and pit, take new tires, fill up the gas. As soon as he gets to the start-finish line, I'll get us a lap count. But I tell you, Knights, for a bunch of new guys, like I said earlier, you got to figure they have some nerve or had some nerves in the beginning of the race. If that was the case, they really didn't let it show. First stage, just about caution free, and just racing incidents since then. No real. I haven't seen any real big problems in the race so far.
No, not at all. And I know I'm going to butcher this name really bad, and if so, you can let me know. Send me a message, let me know that I butchered it. But outside on the front row here, we have a new player that I haven't seen up front all night long. That is the 55 truck, and I hope I get this name right. Looks like it is Eric Ishiru. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that.
Yep, I think you got that just right. He was in the party earlier, and I botched it, so don't feel bad. And yeah, he's up front with the 45 of serving cone to his inside. These guys are gonna actually be the ones to take us back to green. So they got veterans of Dooman and the 88 of Watt to their outside, and the fifth place truck of J.R. Horn with the 12 to his outside. So a lot of power to push these rookies to their first laps led in NNR.
Yeah, this should be very interesting to see how this restart goes with them two up front. Like Serving Cone, he ran some last year in the truck series, but like you said, there's a lot of veterans, and thanks to our in-race reporter, we have 39 to go, which I still believe will mean there should be at least one more stop left in this race.
Yep. Something happening in the back. I see some smoke, but I don't see anybody around back there. So it looks like we're gonna stay green. And 45 is serving cone. He's gonna take. I'm sorry about that little bit of stutter there. I wasn't quite sure if because the 45 was all by himself, if the game had taken over or not. But no, he's got a pretty healthy lead right now, but he does not want to get too far ahead. These guys will run him down, and by the time he gets anywhere around the second place car, they're just gonna be able to go right by. So he's either gonna have to take a chance and try to block, or he's gonna get dusted. And it looks a little bit of contact. They're going 3 wide through the tri-oval. Who's the 88 gonna go with? Looks like they were able to settle it out and get back to 2x2.
Horn made an impressive move right there, and it's going to work out for him, I believe, because that high side, they got a lot of momentum built up right now.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and it looks like the 2-car Dooman, he's pretty content with pushing that 19 truck. Again, why wouldn't you? So 2x2 for the top 4 spots. Then you got the 12 truck. But the 45, like you were saying earlier, I did make the mistake. Serving Cone is absolutely and by no means a rookie. But behind him, it is just it's a hornet's nest.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've got J.R. Horn, you got Dooman, you got Redneck Man, top 3 trucks there on the outside. So you got a lot of experience right there on the high side.
Oh yeah, a lot of experience, a lot of hunger. They all want to beat the best, and to beat the best, you got to be the best. And 45 is going to try to prove that, but with 37 laps to go, 36, 35 now, whatever it is, man, he's got a lot to do and a lot to prove.
Yeah, we got a new player up front. We got the 5 truck there running in the 4th position. That is the 5 of Little Tank. He sit back there the whole race, ain't made a sound. You got the 4 of Memphis Phoenix right there. And you got the 37 of Bod Fusions made his way back up to the front. He was up front earlier, got into a little bit of trouble, but he's making his way back up through this field.
Yeah, we've actually both raced with Memphis in a couple of different areas, and we know that he's no slouch. He's competitive. He doesn't like a whole lot of BS. He likes a strong truck. He likes to be cleanly raced, and he'll race you just the same way. So if he's going to work his way up towards the front, and he's got that little tank, maybe tank will try rolling over these trucks in the front of him. Hopefully not, but yeah, you never know. The first 5 or 6 are all single file now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw that or not, but the 19 of J.R. Horn just almost had a huge problem there going down the back straightaway. He was running 5th and got door checked and was about 4 lanes below the apron on the back straightaway and was able to get it back up before they hit the grass there. And he was able to save that thing, but he was way below the yellow line right there. Like I said, a little bit of contact, but he was able to save it.
Yeah, I saw that he went pretty close to the inside wall, and it looks like that high line is actually going to start getting back together now, being led by Watt. And I mentioned earlier that 13 truck, that teal, blue, and black truck of Soroka. He's not really new to racing either. I think he's actually one of the dirt guys that has come over. He's both, he's a default guy as well as a setup guy. He's going to be a great addition to NNR this season also.
Yeah, he absolutely will. And Pete, I'll tell you one thing. HD will tell you that I do this on a regular basis, and it is something that I do not mean to do. When I talk good about somebody, something bad usually happens.
Looks like we got caution on the track nights.
That has happened tonight to the poor 55 of Eric Ishiru. He has blown an engine after I was just talking about him.
You're not going to pick up the HD curse, are you?
Oh, no, I think I gave it to him, sir. I did it while we were broadcasting Xfinity and trucks last year. Yeah, I hate to see that happen to him, but, he just had to bounce back next week. Not sure what the caution was for there. I was on the 55 truck there, seeing him down pit road there when that caution was called, so I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I did hear in team comms when it happened, but it was nowhere near any of my camera views. So we'll keep this going. Again, we're going to take this pace lap with the 45 up front. And let's see, who is that? To tell you what, these custom paint schemes, they do throw the cameras off a little bit because you're not quite sure who you're setting on. But it looks like you got the 45 and the 87. That's Ingalls, if I'm not mistaken, Ingalls on the outside. Okay, yes. Perfect. Very good. All right, and I'm gonna have to switch these monitors around so I can see. Hey, HD, thank you very much for checking out the feed tonight. Absolutely appreciate it, sir.
My good old buddy Nicholas Vroman.
Yepper. Absolutely appreciate you checking us out. Let's see. There we go. I switched my screens around so now I can see the chat a little bit better. I hope you're. Yep. HC just said that you cursed him night, so yeah, that is what it is.
And the man picked me to be his crew chief, so what's this?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, but getting back to this race, Pete, these guys, they're getting down to crunch time here. So you've seen the intensity being picked up. It's really going to pick up now. Yep. And wait, Carol's stream is having a little bit of technical difficulty. God Power, if you can still hear us, can we get a lap count, please?
30 to go.
30 to go. Thank you very much. So they will have to make at least one more pit stop. If you think about the first stage, they went 16, 17 laps before they were running out of fuel. So with 30 to go, they can all do it on one more stop, maybe a little bit better depending on how much they draft, where they are in the draft. The guy leading, he's only going to get 17 laps. Where the guy that's in 5th, he might get 18 and a half, something like that. But, yeah, so 45 is going to get a nice little shove from the 87 of Ingalls, and right behind them, it's all single file for the first 10 or 12 cars. So we'll have to see if anybody gets brazen enough to try to get that high side working again. If anybody does, I think it'll probably be Horn. I haven't quite figured out or found him yet again.
Look at the 45, the leader's in the grass. The leader was going through the grass.
Yep, it looks like he went all the way through the grass, and he was coming off pit road just as I saw him. So we got a new leader, the 87 of Ingalls, with the 5 truck right behind him, and the 5 truck is Little Tank. That's the guy you were talking about just a little bit ago.
Yep, and I'll give you a little bit of history here, Pete. A lot of people that didn't watch none of our broadcasts. If you look at that 19 of J.R. Horn, last time J.R. Horn was in a competitive race outside of the Cup Series in this league, we were at Auto Club last year. He was leading the race with about 2 to go and got dumped for that win by the truck leading this race.
Now, they say drivers don't forget. You gotta wonder.
Just something to throw out there to watch maybe toward the end of this race if them guys get 1-2 at the end. Because I can promise you, Horn has not forgot.
No. There's a lot of things I'm sure Horn has not forgotten that he wishes had never happened. But that's something else. As actually HD just commented on the stream that he remembers that as well. See, like I said, drivers, they don't forget. So this top 4, you got Ingalls, you got the 5, the Little Tank, you got the 52, Redneck Man, just came back to NNR, followed by last season's champ, the 88 of Watt, and after that they're going to be 2 wide for about the next 2 or 3 rows. Nobody's been able to do anything with that outside line just yet. Nobody like Horn or the 2 of Dooman were able to do earlier, but they're going to have to try to do something if they want to get by these guys.
Yeah,
the 88's got a fast truck, but he can't do it by himself.
No, and I've been watching Horn. He's been really aggressive. He's trying to make moves. He's trying to get the inside to work. If somebody looks like he's slower than him, he's trying to get them moved up the racetrack like he just did at the 27. The Horn is on a mission. He is trying to get to the front of this field.
Yeah, he's got to try something. I'm hoping that we can stay green from here on out, get some green flag pit stops in while they're all kind of bunched up. See what these guys are capable of under these high-speed, high-stress conditions. Because as I listen to team chats, they're not being nice to each other by any means. As Horn gets a big shove up to the back of that 5 truck.
Yeah, the outside groove not working right there helped Horn tremendously because he had 2 move up. He filled the hole. He's being pushed by God power right now, and they're trying to get to the front.
Yep, is the 87 of Ingalls, is he going to try to come down and block, or is the 12 truck of Redneck going to give him a shove to keep him up there? The 5 truck got a little bit of separation from the 19, so he's going to lose a little bit of ground, but it looks like he's able to side draft and actually keep himself up there. He actually just pulled the 87 back.
Yeah, he did. He used a little side draft there. I mean, the 52, he's underneath Ingalls as much as he can do. But, I mean, that 19, he's just such a good pusher, and they've got a line down on the bottom. So you would think that inside line would eventually prevail just because of the power of the trucks that's down there right now.
Absolutely power. And I'll tell you what, I got to say it. I mean, that 5, by him pulling up, just pulling that 87 back, getting to the front bumper of the 19 truck again, HD, that had to be a power move.
Yeah, a Little Tank's proven he's got a big machine out there tonight, and he's got a train behind him, but I promise you he's got a lot of experience, and if he slips up one time, he's going to find himself out of that draft, and that 19's going to find himself in the front.
Yeah, I mean, this line of trucks right now, Little Tank, rookie being pushed by the wily veteran of Horn. And then, like you said, you got the one truck of God Power behind him. Then you got the 13 of Soroka, and then I'm not quite sure who is in the Ford truck.
It's Memphis.
Memphis Phoenix. That's right. Yeah. Let's see. HD, I hope your voice is back to normal on Thursday so you can throw out those power moves, buddy. Definitely wish you well.
Yes, sir. Speedy recovery. You got that 500 coming up in a few days.
Look at these guys. These top 8, they have pulled away from the rest of the field. You got the 88 of Watt pushing the 4 of Memphis. You got that 69 truck of I said it before, but again, these custom schemes, they throw it off. Let me see if I can find it. Nope, neither of those. They're in the pits. 51, 12, Ingalls, and 87.
69 is Rowdy Burns.
There we go. You said it earlier. I just could not. I just got to remember back to. I actually, threw out Days of Thunder last night and talking about an old iconic name from an iconic movie. So yeah. All right, but I'm gonna get back towards the front of this field again. Actually ended up right on the leader of the 5. Alex looks like got a little loose. 19 might have given him too much of a tap, and he had to catch that wheel pretty quick. But now this that pack of 10 is kind of whittled down to a pack of 5, as it looks like Rowdy might have lost their draft or something happened.
Oh, no, I just saw what happened. He just got drop kicked up into the wall. He just drop kicked the 87 of Ingalls up into the wall, and it caused them to slow up and has allowed these front 5 to pull away. What they're going to have to do is those 4 trucks that are back there together, they're going to have to get together and hope that the 4 of them can be faster than the 5 that's in front of them. The problem is I just don't see that happening because you've got Horn, God Power, and Watt Racing in that top 5, and those are 3 of the fastest trucks on this track tonight.
Yeah, the only truck that's missing from the fast truck I mentioned earlier is the 9 truck of Carroll. But as I watch his stream, he is way in the back again. He was saying something, thank you. I guess someone didn't do right by him, but never count the 9 out.
No, you can never count them out. I mean, you never know when another caution's going to come out in this thing. I mean, somebody could wreck coming onto pit road. Somebody could get loose coming off of a corner, get tagged. Anything could happen. So you just got to keep digging.
Yeah, you gotta hope that these front 5 kind of get the racing. Then the second pack of 4, maybe they can do something. But it looks like they're racing amongst themselves, so they're not going to do anything about catching this front pack. Unfortunately, they've done away with the panner camera.
As Ingalls got into the side of the 69 of Rowdy Burns there, that's going to slow him up even more. It caused Rowdy to go way down the track. He gathered it back up, came back up. He didn't lose much ground, but yeah, there was a door check there, and that could have been a retaliation from the previous door check where the 69 got the 87. So that's what I'm going to say that was right there.
Yeah. What I was kind of getting at right there, but no, Ingalls, he's one of the best. A lot of people like to race with him, but unlike Heat 3, where you're on a truck's bumper, on his hood or whatever, where you used to be able to kind of move around, kind of pan around the sides of the cars or trucks or whatever. They've actually taken that away in Heat 4, so you've only got just the regular cameras. You can't move it. I wish they hadn't done that, but Zane, we need the tools. I gotta do it. But yeah, this top 5, they're staying nose to tail. That second pack that has Horn and Rowdy Burns and the 87 of Ingalls being led by the 52 I'm sorry, no, that wasn't that was the 4 in Memphis, the 69 of Rowdy Burns and a couple others. Yeah, um, they're gonna have to say single file and really push in order to even have a chance at catching this front pack of 5.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, I was scrolling through the field there, and I saw there was about 5 trucks in the third pack that was all together there. They looked like they were making some ground up, but they just came to pit road, so we've got our first set of green flag stops here to end this race. Just happened, so should be seeing the leaders anytime come to pit road.
Yeah, and it looks like Carroll has actually picked up a pack of 5 of his own. He's got the 98 pushing him with the 64, and then the 20 truck. And as I listen to team comms, they're talking about pitting as well. So we'll actually kind of keep it here to see how they do. Because he's actually, I think, with, for the most part, a bunch of new guys. So let's see how they do under green flag stops. It's the 54, the 20, the 64, the 98, which was nose up in the fence earlier under one of those cautions. I think it's the 54, a BMX Killer. That was the one I was on.
Yep, as here comes all the leaders down pit road right now, all 5 of them coming down together.
Looks like they did their thing. So, as I just heard Carroll say, next time. So I'm going to get back to that 9 truck. As I settle on the 20 truck of Stryker. Good to see Stryker back in NNR.
Absolute. Stryker's a good dude.
Yeah, he was actually pretty cool to hang around with last year when we all head down to Atlanta. Yeah, it's great to have him back.
Absolutely. As that front pack is coming off of pit road right now, and leading that pack is going to be the 19 of J.R. Horn. Beat all of them off pit road, but he beat them off by a long way. So they're kind of scattered here. The 5 that came down pit road, they're not together.
Yeah, they're scattered. And as I see the pack that was just with the 9 of Carroll, they all got in pretty scattered as well. As far as the 19 goes of Horn, you got to wonder, just 2 tires maybe and a full tank. That's the only thing I could think of that would give him such a commanding exit over the people that he had just gone in with.
Yes, there was some kind of strategy there, Dud. Not sure what it was, but he's got a huge lead, and I think the 4 of them behind him there, they may get hooked together here. If they do and they catch Horns, they're going to blow right by him.
Yeah, that's about the only way that they're gonna. Now the 2 cars behind him, they're just now getting together. The car that's a bit behind second and third, he may actually end up losing the draft. So if those 2 cars do catch Horn, they won't have that much momentum, but they'll definitely be going a bit faster than he is. As no, actually it looks like second, third, and fourth are all nose to tail again.
Yeah, you should have. I know you got God Power in that. You got the 5 truck there, and then you've got the 52. That's Redneck Man. Where did he come from? He was not a part of this. He was in that second pack.
Yeah, I wonder if he pit early and somehow has kind of found his way up. Maybe pulled a 2-tire strategy, just like Horn might have tried. That's the only way I can think of that. He would have gotten out so much faster.
Well, that 5 is catching Horn at the wrong place at the wrong time with nobody behind him. I don't think he's going to be able to make a move on him. He's going to have to get in behind Horn and just ride there. That was the best case scenario that could have happened for Horn.
Yeah, absolutely, because they weren't able to really slingshot around the outside the way they may have wanted to. Going outside, if anybody would have ducked down and stuck with Horn, all of a sudden Horn remains your favorite again.
Yeah, and the 2 trucks back there behind them, they're running 5th and 6th there. That is Watt Racing, and then the 13 is Soroka.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to be able to make up the ground. If you got 4 trucks compared to 2, it's just math isn't there for them.
Nope, it's not. I'm gonna check in with Carol Stream as he's coming out of 3 and 4 to get us a lap count if I can. If I can see, I'll actually have to get over there. I think I just saw 8. No, that can't be right. 18 to go. I would think they'd try to split that right in the middle. No, okay, they're on lap 89 of 100.
Should be 11 to go then.
Yep. So yeah, we're getting down to the final 10 laps, Knights.
Yeah, unless the 3 behind Horn can somehow lay back and make a run, if they keep running the way they're running, still see nobody passing the 19.
No, I don't see anybody passing them either. They are all going to have to pull out together, and nobody knows the 5 a little tank. He's an unknown. Is he going to stick with the veteran and push Horn? God Power going to try to get with? Actually, it looks like God Power's going to try to pull the outside. Maybe he's hoping that 3rd place will jump up or fall in right behind him and push him. But still, I don't think 2 trucks on the inside, 2 trucks on the outside. I still think that bottom line is going to prevail because it's the shortest way around. I think you're going to have 3 trucks on the outside try to get around that 19. Otherwise, the 19 is going to have this locked up.
Oh yeah, I'd say the one of God Power there. He might have just been searching. He might have just been playing around, looking, saying, "Hey, if I come up here, is anybody going to go with me?" Yeah, it kind of looks like it's what he's trying to do right now. So, I mean, he's in the back of this train. He ain't got nothing to lose by it. As long as he don't lose the draft, he's fine. So, yeah, I would say that's probably what he's doing right now. Just searching, seeing what somebody may do.
Yep. Now, if you're the 5, are you reaching out through to who's that right behind him? That the 3rd.
That's Redneck Man, I believe.
That's right, Redneck. I keep forgetting him. If you're the 5 a little tank, are you reaching out to Redneck in Discord and saying, "Hey, will you go with me if I pull out?" Or man, that's the 5's. He's got to try to make his mark. I mean, right now running 2nd behind Horn. Does Redneck go with him? Does the one of God Power go with the 5? Can they actually get by the 19, or is the 19 going to pull a big old block? Man, there's so much that could happen right here.
I absolutely believe Horn will block, knowing Horn. But as far as the 5 trying to maybe relay a message to the 52, that's going to be really difficult because they're all together. So even if he was to say, "Hey, Redneck, when I pull out, are you going to go?" Even if he says, "Yeah," I mean, Horn's listening to him right then and there too. So it's kind of hard to get something like that put together. It's pretty much going to be an honor thing, a trust thing, saying if the 5 says, "Hey, I'm going to pull out," he's just going to have to hope that one of them goes with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's just in the Cup Series where they're individual parties. A little bit of a difference there. You're right.
Oh yeah,
You're right.
Yeah. Now if this was a Cup race, yeah, we as a team can be like, "All right, well, I'm going to go on this lap. Let's go." And nobody else would hear us. But here a little different story. But one thing that may change the outcome of this race, don't know how much it would. These guys are getting ready to catch somebody. And how they catch this lap truck may be big.
Yeah, and we're coming up with 6 to go, and I tell you what, that 19, he's hoping that 5 is just going to stay there. He's not going to pull out, whether he can talk to anybody or not, or will Redneck Man stay with the 5. Now I know from listening, or not listening, but paying attention to Discord over the last week or so, Redneck and Dewman, they actually have a little bit of history. I see a little bit of contact between the 32 and the 1, and it looks like the car that just went a lap down says, "You know what, y'all go on. I'm just going to get out of the way. I'm not going to interfere with y'all." And I hear Horn kind of thanking the guy. Appreciate him not interfering. Let them race it out amongst themselves.
Yeah, it's just a classy move. You know, I mean, you're not in the race no more. You're not going for the win. Might as well.
Yep. Looks like Ash Gurrit in chat says no. The 5 should never pull out. He should just stick on that 19's bumper. Learn from one of the best in the league, and you never know what kind of result you can get. As you see, the one truck of damn it, I keep forgetting his name.
God Power.
God Power. How can I forget that? He's trying a little bit of side draft on that 5, hoping maybe you could pull him back a little bit and then get up to the outside of the 19, do the same thing to him, slingshot himself around.
Well, the reason that worked for him, the reason he was able to do that, is because I believe I know how the 52 got up there. I believe he was trying to play a fuel strategy there, and he had to come down pit road. 52 and Redneck Man had to pit last time, so that has now caused this just to be a three truck affair here now, and now this really makes it difficult for the 5 to do anything.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be God Power is really trying. He's racing just for trophies. He's a Cup driver down here, getting some seat time, getting some experience, maybe shake off the new season jitters or whatever. With 5 laps to go, give or take, he's got to try anything that he can. I definitely appreciate y'all waiting or checking out the stream. Please, by all means, if you're new to it, as HD would say, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notifications button anytime I go live, either on Sunday night for these trucks or on Tuesday nights for the Xfinity. You'll be sure to know. You can check it out. These guys are the best on default, hands down. I'm glad to broadcast with them. Knights, I'm glad that you're here with me for the season. It's going to be a great season as we continue to see Horn really leading this 5 around, and God Power is trying to do anything that he can to get this 5 to come back or maybe mess up. Put his bumper right to his, maybe get a really good run, hit him out of the way, do something. But again, for God Power, it's all about the trophies as he's pulling even with the 5 on the outside.
Yeah, I've been seeing what God Power's doing. It's not a terrible idea with just 3 trucks. He's getting him run, getting to the outside, and he's trying to side draft that 5. And if he can get enough of the side draft to get by that 5, he's going to give himself position to get down in front of that 5 truck. So it's beautiful what he's doing. I mean, he's not able to perfect it how he wants to, but that's the only thing he can do from back there. Because I believe that 5 truck is just going to stay right there. He's not going to move.
Yeah, no, that 5. I mean, if I don't know if Horn is racing all season for points, or if it's just a 5 race stretch, or as really being kind of one of the NNR admins. If he's just here when he's here, not when he's not. But second place points for Lil Tank, that you got to think that'd be almost like a win for the guy. So no matter how this ends up for the 5, it's a great season opener for him.
Absolutely.
And let me get back.
So we got to be getting close. I'm having a feeling this may be the white flag.
Waiting on Carol's stream. Let's see. They got 2 laps remaining. Knights.
All right.
It could have been worse. I could have gone to J-Paw, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 laps
God Power's door to door. He was wheel to wheel with Horn for the lead going down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he's really trying. I got to give God Power all kinds of credit. That 5, he's fitting the back bumper like nothing. And now the 5 is pulled to the outside. Is the one going to follow him? No, he's actually going to He's going to follow the 19 through. That might be the race win right there for the 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's win. Great job, guys. Great job. I tell you, didn't disappoint whatsoever. So yeah, got to give a great big congratulations to the 19 of Horn. I'm not quite
I'm
sure
gonna see
if the one followed through, or if the one came in second, or if the 5 came in second. But either way, that top 3, they really they pushed hard. They made sure that none of the packs in the back were able to catch up to them. Although the God Power, he really tried to pull that 5 back to get position earlier. Great effort. Really looking forward to see what can be done in the cars on Tuesday night, and then again Thursday night with the Cup guys. Knights, really looking forward to seeing you in that 12 Penske car. I'll be pulling for you right along with HD on Thursday night, sir.
Well, I appreciate it. And real quick, I want to see if we can get our race winner in here real quick.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead.
Final order was 1951, by the way.
All right, so we're thank you very much. Coey just asked where the 19 finished. Coey, the 19 finished up front with no surprise there. As we're gonna get joined by our race winner NNR Horn. Horn,
Right.
I tell you
quick,
what.
Horn, go ahead and include your audio real quick, Horn.
Yep.
It's in there.
All right.
All right. Horn. Congrats, man. Your buddy Knights had you picked. I had picked the 88 Watt. Both him, you, the 9 of Carroll looked pretty strong in the beginning, but there's no surprise that you're walking away with your first W of the season. How'd you keep it in the clean air? We saw you kind of mid pack. You started last, I think, in one of the restarts, but yet here you are, sir.
Well, I just tried to stay out of trouble, and I was letting people make their own mistakes, and I was just capitalizing on it. And then there at the end on that final green flag stop, I came in. There was like 5 in the draft, the top 5, and I wanted to make it easier on me by taking less tires and fuel than those guys did. And that got me the lead, and thanks to Tank, he stuck with me at the end there. That's how I got her done.
Yeah, we were talking, wondering if Tank was going to try to pull out, or kind of the new guy of NNR truck, sticking with you as one of the best veterans in the league. Maybe learning something, saying, hey, I'll scratch your back. This race, maybe later on you scratch mine. Talladega and Daytona are coming around again. Knights, you got anything for our winner, sir?
No, Horn, man, I just want to say congratulations, man. I was pulling for you there. Pete asked me who I thought was going to win that race when we started stage 3. I thought he was going to stick with you the whole way. I just know how you like running these things, man. I know how good you are at these places, going high, going low. So just want to say I'm proud of you. Congrats on that win tonight.
I appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Well, I definitely appreciate y'all checking out the stream. Again, I will be back on Tuesday night at 8:30 or 9 o'clock Eastern with the Xfinity cars. That series is led by Duman. Duman was in this truck tonight. I'm not quite sure where he finished, if you're a fan of his or if you follow him. But, yeah, Tuesday night, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Will be live right after qualifying. They're going to kick their season off again right here at Daytona, and then again Thursday night, 9 o'clock with the Cup guys. I'll actually be joining over on HD Motorsports stream. Please go to YouTube, look them up. As always, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the notification so you know anytime we go live. This has been a great broadcast of the first race in 2019-2020 NNR season, live from Daytona, and we'll catch you soon.